Live from the Colorado Festival of Horror, Smurf here, and fresh off of his shift at the gas station, he puts the big in Big Daddy, Eugene Clark. Thank you for joining me.
Man, don't start off lying. I would not know no gas station. Look at here. If I was at the gas station, I'd be looking like, what's his name was? That old...
Big Daddy?
Big Daddy dude.
I am a huge fan, and I have to admit, I'm when I first saw you were coming, I was excited because I didn't know what I was going to ask you. There were so many questions that were fighting to get out of my mouth at once, and now nothing.
That's because you were talking to the fantastic Monique.
I was talking to the fantastic
and,
Monique.
And I'm laying on the sofa because I haven't had any sleep, and I'm saying I can rest here, I hang here. And you know, it's interesting, we do these conventions and things, and often, maybe, I hope it's not just me, but usually we're out there doing what we do.
All right.
So we don't really know what the other performers are doing or really know their background or their history.
Right.
And I hear the lady got like 110 movies. She wrestling. She got chopped by the big man. I was like, dang. So, you know, I don't know. They need to have this might be the wrong word, but like a collage or something out there where you have the performers and you get a little insight into what they're all about, more so than just
a little peek that we get.
Just a little peek,
yeah.
You know? Because I was reading on Facebook, Jimmy Stewart.
Right.
That's a wartime hero.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the brother flew all these combat missions and all this stuff. You just know he's, you know, Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't let me take over your interview. Go ahead, man.
Well, and you bring up a valid point, because I was looking at your film resume, and you've been at this a lot. 2 Men and a Little Lady? Really? Seriously? Were you in 2 Men and a Little Lady?
Don't ask me. You better look it up. Well, ask me something. 2 Men. 2 Men. No. 2 Men.
2 Men.
3
Men and a Little Baby. What was that film? You've done so much.
You're supposed to have a sheet in front of you.
I don't have a sheet in front of me. I am not that prepared.
You're not that person.
I am not that person.
Tom Selleck and Steve Guttenberg. I think it was 2 Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Little Lady.
I don't know what it was.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Ted Danson.
Steve
Guttenberg.
Yes.
You were in that film.
Yeah, I was.
And that's far from horror.
Man, I've done
You've done a lot.
I've done over 130 productions. There's well over. I've been in 8 series. I did quite a bit before Land of the Dead and quite a bit after Land of the Dead. But Land of the Dead is the one where I can, you know, go meet my fans and scare them a little bit.
How fun was that set? And you...
What's that? The movie?
Yeah.
That wasn't fun. Man, that was dead of winter. Freezing my ass off. You see the water scene?
Yes.
I wasn't acting. I was mad as a... Sheesh. Man.
So there was no acting. That was just real life. This shit sucks.
I didn't say that.
I did.
No.
No.
Didn't
Okay.
suck. It was cold. It was freezing. Listen, I played football at UCLA.
Okay.
Okay, and I played up in the CFL. And Monique wrestled. And there are a lot of people who are involved in, even if it isn't physical, if it's mental, you're involved in activities that extremely strenuous, physically and mentally tasking. Did I say that right?
Uh-huh.
Tasking. Anyway, what's the word?
Tasking.
It's hard work, yeah.
Yeah,
with the K. That southern tongue stuff is coming up right now. It's tasking. It's a hard work, and it's laborious. It's not fun, but on game day,
you come to play.
You come to play. So, hell to the no, Land of the Dead was not fun. The contacts hurt my eyes. You had to take the contacts out frequently. The teeth hurt. The only good thing, the mask kept my face warm. the prosthetics kept me warm.
When you had like the overalls, the suit and everything, I'm sure they had something under there for you for that, or no?
Now he's trying to tell me that I was warm. And
No,
I just told him it was freezing.
I'm just asking.
It was freezing. No, they had heaters.
Gotcha.
They had heaters. In fact, in that water scene, the background folk, they didn't have, I had a wetsuit on, and every muscle in my body was, so man, how's this look? Do I look like I'm exhausted? Do I look double chin? Do I look bad? You better, because if this don't look good on camera, I'm gonna come for you. You know, I'm telling you. People be shooting under your chin and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All available videographers, please apply to 5280 Geek. The team
No,
I
didn't say I was going to hurt anybody. But you're trying to start mess. You're an instigator.
Yes, everybody will tell you that it is my job to wind people up.
I didn't say I was going to hurt anybody. I wasn't raised like that.
Just going to come for you.
No, I'm going to ask Monique, and she can have her 10 kids come out here and put a hurting on you. That woman had 10 kids. Do you know 10? That's like back in the day when you live on the farm and stuff. 10 children, and they gifted. All of them gifted. Like she said, my husband cook, and I be managing their careers. See?
It's an impressive outline.
10
resume.
Kids.
10.
And y'all better recognize what your mom and daddy do.
It's true.
Because a lot of you kids out there, let me tell you something real. Where's that camera? Which one we on? We're on this one? Look, let me tell you something. Your parents, even if you don't like them sometimes maybe they may not even like you because you be lazy, you don't get up, you don't do stuff. They ask you to clean up your room and do the kitchen. You do the kitchen all half-ass and stuff. Yeah, I said half-ass. You don't do it right. And yet you want, can I go to the movie? Can I have some money? You can't have nothing. Go get a job.
Get that Cheeto dust off your fingers. Speaking of job, what are you doing lately? What's your latest project? Can you talk about your latest project?
I worked on a movie. I just finished working on a movie with I want to say her name properly. Gabourey Sidibe.
Okay.
She from Precious.
Mm-hmm.
She played my daughter, and Loretta Devine played my wife. It's a Christmas movie called All I Didn't Want for Christmas. And then just prior to that, I worked on another Christmas movie, and I love Christmas movies. I watch them, okay? And if you don't like them, that's okay. I like them. I can do my work because I know how most of them are going to end. So I can sit there and be doing my bookkeeping, writing letters.
Hallmark episode.
Well, you know what? Because I don't like it. I don't like everything people have to die to make it interesting. I want a good, what do you call it, happy ending sometimes.
Right. Nothing wrong with a happy ending.
Ain't nothing wrong with a happy ending. It's like you would get into women like, why are you going to kill him?
Have you ever gotten to a movie and you're just like, I can't do this because it's just too predictable, and you're just like, no.
I went to a movie. Who was in it? She does all these different characters and voices, and what's her name? She lives in New York, Meryl Streep.
Okay.
And I think it was a movie. It was a war movie. Forget the title. Maybe it was the one where they were going to, the brother was supposed to go find the other brother. Forget the name of the movie. I'm expecting a nice little war movie. It's just kind of good, kind of fun.
Right.
And the opening movie, I think it was the war, maybe it was D-Day when they killed all the people. They hit the beach and they.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting there and they just killing these people. And both my fathers were served.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I have to put the hood over my head. Tears coming out my eyes, because like, that was real.
Right.
And I'm like, I wasn't here for that.
I'm here for Meryl Streep.
I wanted to see Meryl Streep and some funny movie and it's what? I forget the name of it. I could look it up, but no. I have to be careful what I watch because I get into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm in the movie. I don't know, I'm in it.
Right, you feel it.
Yeah, so there's certain things I can't watch. I watched a lot of movies when I was young,
mm-hmm.
fried my brain. To this day, I will not watch a vampire movie.
Really? Why?
Because I watched them when I was like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. I believe that shit. You know, vampire movie. And my grandfather was a Pentecostal preacher. So, man, you mix all that up and... But I did kind of look at one of those vampire things. I mean, man, that's fake.
Right.
Look at those teeth. That's not the real teeth from the old days. Then I saw some of the old stuff and it looked kind of fake, but it fried my brain. And I kept watching it. You know, it'd be like, Mom! Oh, you can't call because you're supposed to be asleep. You can't call Mama. Like, I just see you scared. Although my nephew saw The Exorcist, saw everything.
Right.
And I'm like, Uncle Gene, that's funny. I remember once I was watching a movie and it was like, okay, you can look now. Hey, I don't care. I got a weak mind sometimes.
That's fantastic, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
So, were you ever tapped or approached for Walking Dead?
No. Now, you know, The Walking Dead, I've watched maybe the first 5 seasons. I quite enjoyed it. But that was after Land of the Dead.
Yes.
And no, I was not tapped to do anything for them.
Would you have done it if they had? Given
it depends on what they want me to do. Although I wanted to Negan.
Yeah.
I wanted to come on as a intelligent zombie.
Right.
And every time he tried to jack with somebody, I wanted to come and kick his ass. Don't kill him because people love him. Just come out there and mess with him. Just let him know, boy, I'm watching you. I am watching you.
See, that would be great, because Negan did need something to kind of... That'd be great.
But yeah, I would have. But no. But you know what? It's all right. But see, I wouldn't want to go as a zombie, per se.
No, would you like to be like an instigator or...
You know what? It never happened.
Savior?
Let me tell you something. I can kick ass.
I do not argue that.
All right? So I'm like the sister over here. She was saying she wanted to be like that, the female Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, uh-huh.
Right. Too often, no, okay, I did land there, but most of the things I do, they want me to be a nice guy. In the beginning of my career, I was bad.
All right.
And then, so it's like, oh, well, he can't play a nice part. And then all of a sudden you play nice parts, oh, he can't play a bad part. Or they have these cops. Well, the cop shows were like the Wild Wild West.
Right.
So I was in Night Heat for 5 years, so I was a cop. And I have this scene that it was, this interrogation scene is something, interrogation scene is pretty something. But then they go, oh, well, he's such a nice guy, he can't play that. And I'm like, okay.
Because I've seen some fan videos of you at cons interacting with fans.
Yeah.
And it is spectacular. My God, it's like you just throw a switch and you are a tremendous presence.
See, let me tell you something. How am I going to put this? I got my one movie I've done a few other different horror things, but nothing like Land of the Dead, okay? So you go to a convention, and when you have Lord Kaufman, Mr. England, and when you have all these true legends, true icons, and their lines are like wrapped around the building, and you got yours. So I know I have a certain percentage of the crowd going to come see Big Daddy. Now I know my people will come. I say my people will come. So where we come from, Monique's still here, y'all. We have to invent something. All right. So I also do stand-up comedy. I used to headline Yuck Yucks. The Yuck Yuck circuit up in Canada for colleges and universities. I haven't done much now. Usually my panel is where I do my comedy there. So I just thought I have to bring something extra. So while if Monique's line is like huge, it's like, well, let me do something to just snatch.
Let me go play in that line?
Well, no, the line's there. Let me entertain. So if they see Big Daddy, because sometimes it shocks them. They're like, is this shit real? It's what, you know. In fact, there was a couple of sheriffs there. I'm like, I'm not going to do this right now. Because I don't want, you know.
It's not a good situation.
So what I do is I give them photo ops and video ops. And sometimes I may give you a free video out just because I want to shake up the crowd.
All right.
In fact, there was this one guy, I didn't know later he was like a, I don't know, second degree black belt in some Chinese kung fu. And he came in with his rifle and everything, and he wanted to do a little video with me. And I'm going, cool. And then he puts it right at my head, like bam,
right.
you know, like. And I wrestled in high school, just high school, that's it, just a little bit. So I did this thing with him, and we got on the ground, and I remember the MMA, those guys, so I put both legs and locked in his legs, you know, and just locked it here. And he put that on Facebook, and he said his Sifu, you know, they were like, how would you let him do that? And I typed back, no, he let me.
He let me do it.
He let me do that. Because what happens is you get
and acting.
you get because I'll tell some people, we're playing. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't you hurt me? Because I have this one little brother. I think we were in Chicago, and I'm getting ready to scare him and his girlfriend. And this brother jumped back, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, whoa, bro, bruh. We just, and his girlfriend's laughing. So we did it again. And I was, Rah! And I held him. He couldn't move. And I was laughing. See, they don't know. This brother, I'm a little older than y'all, but I still got a little strength.
I'm not lying.
Although I do pay for it, though. Like sometimes when I take him to the ground, I try not to take him to the ground anymore because I feel that.
Well, and there's just too many things that can go wrong going all the way down, and then there's getting back up.
Well, getting back up is easy. You just want to make sure that, see, you don't want to hurt yourself, the furniture, or the other person. So usually I'll say, do you want me to scare you level 1 or level 5?
Oh.
Okay.
Shit.
And some people opt for level 5. Sometimes I say, no, you really don't want that.
We need that for a disclaimer for me. I want to add that to the resume. Okay. Level 5. How nuts is that?
It depends. But you know, truthfully, people laugh.
Right.
No. I will startle you. Oh, there was one lady, oh my goodness. She said for 2 years she tried to come see me and she couldn't. She just trembling. So she came to see me and she just crying and just trembling. And I was like, this is make believe. Now come on, don't you know? Level 5, it depends. Oh, this one cat. I went to scare him. I snuck him behind him, and I hit him, and it's like I hit a brick wall. I was like, damn, man, what you do? He was working out. I gotta get back in the gym. I'm serious. Like, hey, boy, I hit him. It's like,
when tricks backfired
like,
drastically.
That used to be me back in the day. Dang, I bounced off this young man. It's like, man. He laughed, but no, people laugh. You know, it's the excitement.
It is. It's the experience.
It's the experience, and I tell you I'm going to scare you, and then I ask you about your heart and your knees,
Fair question.
your joints, and there's some people though you kind of sense it's not smart to scare them, particularly when they tell you they were, you know, ex-military and
the fight or flight.
five tours in Afghanistan, and then I just do level 1.
It's a safe call.
Yeah.
Because you've done a lot of sci-fi films. You've done a lot of TV, much to my surprise. Because I was like looking at your extensive list.
Why you're surprised?
Because I missed almost all of your TV stuff, which I find disappointing because you're absolutely genuine and so fun to watch. That I'm upset that I missed your TV shows.
Well,
I mean, I can go back.
Streaming service. You can Google that stuff now. I'm already Monique. I hear she got 100. I'm looking. Although, see, you got a lot of scary stuff though. You be chopping people's heads off. See, that stuff stays.
She's vicious.
That stuff stays in my brain.
Yes.
But I would.
Not for the last.
I have to admit though. It's funny. So sometimes you're on stage, you're going to tell a joke, and your mind said, "Don't say that."
Because I was going next to that. Because as much as your TV.
No. I'm gonna see. Can I touch this at all a little bit?
Touch it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, she braver than me because when she said she and Laura Kaufman, they never talk wardrobe, and then she did that wardrobe because you're gonna be blood. I'm just like, oh, you ain't gotta worry about wardrobe because you're gonna be covered in blood.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a wardrobe choice.
And then she's the telephone under the thing. The mammary gland. I can't see it. Look, okay, stop.
Phenomena.
The gland.
Yes, the
under the boob.
Yep.
You know, and
They just wanted to reach out and touch someone.
it reminded me of I did the play The Full Monty, and I didn't tell my mama. Because in the Full Monty, you have to.
Yeah, it's out there.
You know, you got to go, to the G-string and everything. And so I hired this. I'm also a personal trainer, and I got to start training myself again. Yes. But I worked in this gym, and this young man was 26 years old, and he was a bodybuilding champion. And I knew I was going to do the Full Monty, so I hired him to train me.
Right.
And I said, pretend I don't know anything.
Right. Start from square one.
But bodybuilders train differently than we do. So he would have me come down slow and up slow. And after about 35 minutes, I'm looking at the clock, like my clients used to look at the clock. And he goes, what you looking at the clock for? I said, ain't this shit over yet? But when I got there, in fact, the director told us after a while, y'all stop working out. You're supposed to be, regular folk. And I went, look, I'm taking this stuff off. I got to show something. Well, what was your point, Gene? Oh, the point was women get crazy when they come see those shows.
Yeah, because if men had acted like that, they get tased and thrown out the door.
They get thrown out the door. Well, they were cool. The ladies were fine. The ladies were fine during the show, but after the show, you put your robes on and go into the lobby and meet and greet.
Right.
And they start grabbing you, like, bam! It's like, ma'am, you can't do that. You can't get your head off my butt.
Monique is off camera
and
just kicking up a storm over there.
And because and she'd go, well, what? You don't like it? I said, that's not the point. You're not allowed to do that. Because if I did that to you, I'd be in jail.
That's right.
Yeah, but I got to call that young man again because I want to get back in that kind of shape. Because if you come to my table, on my backdrop, I have an image of it. And Big Daddy got tat. Oh, man. But I had this young man. But you know what's funny is all the guys were, I'm really super shy. And all the guys were in rehearsal. All these guys, from the guy who was like this big to that big, they was just so happy to just drop it. Just drop it. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I ain't dropping nothing. And it was the night before the preview, well, it's the preview night, rehearsal, and the big guy says, Gene, when you we gotta do this? And I said, tonight. He goes, nuh-uh, you're gonna be afraid. You gotta do this today. And he said, look, if you get nervous, just look at me. And because she was like,
right.
And I was like, yeah, what's your problem, man? So,
you diabetic.
Everybody is worried about the frontal. What they do at the end, just before you pull the G-string, is they have this blinding lights so no one can see anything.
Right.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of people that ask me, and I'm going, because every time we did that little spin, the crowd will erupt because they see all these different shaped asses. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, hell no. I spun quick. Y'all ain't gonna
be putting Trey Park film.
You ain't gonna be putting that in your mind. What you think about, honey? Oh, I got me an image. Oh, hell to the no. I finally told my mom, Mama, I'm doing the Full Monty. She go, Mama, come there and whip your butt.
There's.
But I have to admit, if I had the chance to do the Full Monty to this day, I'd do it. That's the most fun I ever had because it really wasn't about the stripping; it was about the storyline.
Right.
That's the most fun I've had on stage.
Do you do a lot of theater?
I used to average about 2 plays a year, but as I got a family, unless you did I did The Lion King, that was 2,000 seat theaters at Princess of Wales Theater. Then that's good because they pay well. But a lot of theater. There's a certain amount of theater they don't really pay that well.
Right.
I want to get myself back in position where I can do that and not worry about the money. But when
just do it for the love of the craft.
Yeah, but when you get child support and spousal support and this kind of support and that kind of support, you can't make $250 a week. It's like
no.
I love to,
Got to go where it pays.
Yeah, you know.
So you mentioned stand-up. What kind of stand-up? I'm very fascinated with stand-up. I've done it a few times myself, and I would love to hear your stand-up. But what is your approach? What's your take, or what do you do? Do you just pick on someone in the crowd? Situational? He's just looking at me like, this kid's crazy.
We were just doing it.
That was it. And there you have it. See, I knew it.
It's life, man.
Okay.
It's just simply life. In fact, what I want to start doing is I want to go to a city, do a convention, but I want to hit the comedy club, like for instance, like tonight, Friday night, and if they like some clubs, they'll have 2 shows a night. I want to just hit it, do like 5 or 10 minutes.
Right. Just a total.
So if I do panel, I'll try to bring some humor to the panel, because Land of the Dead. When I was offered Land of the Dead, well, let me rephrase that. When I was offered to audition for Land of the Dead, I didn't know who George was. All right, and they did ask me to look at Day of the Dead, and I looked at it. There was this office chair, office telephone, bit like a business phone, and George just said, "You're dead, but you're remembering what it's like to be alive. Go." And I just sat there.
Okay.
Looking at him.
Much like that. It's pretty good.
For a long time. And he said, "Are you okay?" And I nodded. Then I got on the floor. Now in my mind, I'm thinking, I was changing in the bathroom. A lot of these guys was in the bathroom. They went number 1, number 2, they didn't wash their hands.
Ew.
And I got to touch that phone.
Ew. Oh, so that's what you're thinking
And I'm a
about.
bit of a germaphobe. And how bad do I want this part? So I put my back against the wall, and then I start I'll put my head on the phone like a pillow, and I get into the fetal position. So then from there, you ever see Bam Bam like in the Flintstones?
Yeah.
All right, so then, so I went from sleeping to licking the phone like a baby will, because baby put things in their mouth,
Right.
to beating the phone like Bam Bam, and up to a full rage with the chair over my head. And George went, "Oh, he got me." But what a lot of people don't know is I used to go to LA for the pilot season. I would spend 6 months in LA, 6 months in Canada. And Stephen Alaric Chin and Sasha Garrell, they played Simba and Nala in The Lion King. So
Right.
they were living in LA, and I was staying with them. I was renting a room for them. And I get hear a knock on the door. And you hear this knock, and it's like something ain't right.
Right.
And I hear FedEx. I went, "Who are you looking for?" "Eugene Clark." Nobody know I'm here, because I don't let people know where I am.
Right.
Nobody know him. Man, I get that thing, and I get this letter saying, "You got to be in court October so-and-so for a divorce."
Oh.
And I'm like, what the hell? So I say sometimes, this isn't true, this isn't happened. I would say, I like to say that my ex-wife knew she wanted a divorce, knew that, she was looking at, when they say the grass isn't always greener, she was looking for some more grazing territory or something.
Right.
I don't know what she was looking for.
More acreage.
Yeah. But she knew she had to get paid. So she heard about this Land of the Dead, and she knew, let me send him these papers now so he can be so messed up inside that he get this part. Now, that's not true. That's not
Just how it worked out.
But that's what I like to say, that she knew I'm going to get paid, I'm going to get my money. But the way I was trained is you can't use that work as an actor. I can't use that. That's too fresh, because you can't control it. You got to go I do that sense memory stuff. But sitting there looking at him, every nerve in my body, I was numb. I was a zombie. I was like numb because you don't know, you don't suspect that kind of stuff.
Right.
So throughout the movie, the way the script was written, it was like just genocide. To me, it was genocide, and how all across the world there were atrocities were occurring. You know, massacres and people killing the indigenous people, and so that's what was going through my brain when the motorcyclists coming in. They're shooting the zombies. Those are my people. We ain't messing with you. What you coming in my neighborhood messing with us for? And I remember in the movie where when I take the rifle off the motorcyclist and look at it and put it over my shoulder and go like this, I remember I used to be in the military. And that's when I went, okay, I'm gonna track your ass down. You with me, I'm gonna with you. And that's sort of...
laid the groundwork.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any voiceover work? Because goddamn, your voice is just
Yeah, I've done some.
powerful.
I've done some voiceover work. My voice gets me in trouble sometimes. I worked on a series called Night Heat for 5 years. I did 92 episodes. But the very first episode, I almost lost my job because Sonny Grosso, you ever seen the movie The French Connection?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Sonny Grosso was the actual detective in real life, but he was our executive producer. And I said getting, and he came over to me in his Italian accent and said, you said getting. And I went, say, baby, what's wrong, man? What you want? What you want? Is this what you want me to do? Because I can do that, you know. So often I would hear, you know, you're not black enough growing up because of the way you speak. And I was like, what? What do you mean this? So because I was asleep, my voice is gone. It's dropped. It's more, you know, so more James Earl Jones.
Yes.
But that's my real voice. That's why when I did The Lion King, I loved it as Mufasa.
I was going to say, because that's the register
Simba,
right there.
Simba, I am very disappointed in you. I told you not to go there, yet you deliberately disobeyed me. But see,
God, I just got chills.
but see, that's, you know, they don't want that.
They don't?
No, they want, what, baby, shit. Oh, God, what's wrong with you?
They want Chris Rock on a bad day?
No, listen, when we watch a lot of movies, no matter if it's we want to see what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody help me with this word. We don't want to see.
We want to see
It's
ghetto.
boring.
Yeah.
We want to see people with cracks. You know, we want to see characters. You know, I mean, how many movies we watch and we're rooting for the bad guy, right?
9 times out of 10, yeah.
You know, so I mean, hell. People coming to me, they tell me they rooting for Big Daddy.
Hell
and I
yes.
was a damn zombie.
I wanted Big Daddy to take his ass out.
I didn't. You know, I didn't eat anybody in that movie.
You didn't?
That's why I was smart.
Yeah.
People taste nasty, man.
Blech.
You ever see me eat anybody? Hell no.
Hell no.
No. I had like, you know.
You have standards, damn it. You're a vegan.
I wasn't a
Vegan
vegan.
zombie.
I just know people were nasty. I didn't want to eat that.
Yes.
You know, I get me a deer, you know.
It's true.
You know,
That is it. Well, Eugene, this kind of brings us to the end of our broadcast day. You're at 30. I don't want to keep you any longer. I promised. And I know.
But you didn't ask any questions. You just let me run them out. I want to see.
I directed.
I want to see what kind of what's the word they use.
See, I take my cues from Johnny Carson, and the best thing that Carson ever did was just direct people and let them go. There was an interview that I saw with Carson with Dean Martin and Bob Hope.
Right.
And Martin was half in the bag. He came out blitzed.
Right.
And Carson just sat back and just let him go.
I hear you.
And the wiser part of me is you are the star. I will direct and I will let you do what you do best. And you are spectacular at it.
Look, people, let me tell y'all something. When your body says go to sleep, okay?
There's your PSA announcement for the day.
I've been up. My mind told me I had 7 days to get all my stuff together, and I didn't do it. And I almost missed my flight. In fact, I checked my luggage. My flight was at 8:35. My luggage got checked in at 8:10.
Jesus.
I made the flight. Why do you tell people that? See, that's where the stand-up part of me just tell all my shit. Just tell it
air
all.
that shit out there.
We're going, brain going,
Like it. See,
don't say
I
that.
don't even need to ask you questions. It just comes.
But look, go to sleep, because guess what?
Freddy Krueger's waiting.
I figured, okay, I can come here, I can sleep. All of a sudden, I had to do this thing. But then, coming here, I auditioned for this part, and they want me to redo it before the end of the day tomorrow. Now, it took me a long time to learn that. In my brain, sometimes you don't want to learn that stuff. You just want to chill. So I wanted to come here and play. I want to come here and scare a few people, shock a few people, have some fun. I left my suit. I didn't bring my suit. And now I got to play a lawyer. And then they want me to do it a completely different way. And now I'm so wired. Huh?
You're going to be on She-Hulk.
She-Hulk? What's that?
Never mind. Can you just see him as a lawyer in She-Hulk? Really, it's on the Disney Plus. She's the Hulk's cousin.
Oh, I see.
It's a lawyer show.
You keep asking me if I'm going to be in these damn shows. Why don't you just make it happen?
I will call my people. They owe me a favor or two.
Okay, quit lying.
They do.
Really?
I got connections.
But anyway, get your rest, because the point is, get your rest, because see, sometimes life will throw you a curveball and you won't get a chance to go to sleep. Because I thought I paid a bill, and you get that thing, you didn't pay your bill that's due today. I'm thinking, I looked at the bill 2 days ago. You trying to double charge me? And I look and think, well, oh, that was August. Oh, okay.
Oops.
So then I called the people up, and I paid for 2 months. And I started laughing. She said, why are you laughing? I said, because I'm punishing myself because I didn't get enough sleep, so I didn't read the bill right. So now you got to tell me you didn't pay the bill, so I'm going to pay it twice so that don't happen.
There you go.
And I laughed, and she laughed. So you have to pay double. And then I was going to go buy a suit for this audition. I should be like a lawyer. And I was going to go buy a suit. And I'm like, why are you going to buy the suit? Every time you went and bought costume, you didn't get the part.
Oh, see, that's a bad
You know what I'm saying?
omen.
Forget that.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
I'm going to go now because I'm wired.
All right. So how do the people at home and around the world follow you or stalk you properly?
Don't say stalked. I've been stalked for real.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we ain't going to talk about that.
We won't talk about that.
Um,
Where are you on the Twitters, the
you
Instagrams?
mean, man, I don't know that stuff. I don't know, Eugene A. Clark 214 or Eugene A. Clark 1. Hey, y'all know how to find it. Just find it, okay? Just find it. Come on out. Look, come out to Colorado Festival of Horrors. Come on out here. You hear me say that?
Yeah.
It didn't even sound right. Colorado Festival of Horrors. You're going to see Monique. You're going to see a whole lot of people. Just come in and have a good time. Look, and if you don't have a date, you don't need a date. Just come on down, man.
We'll find you one.
No, there's no dating. Man, I told you. Just come have a good time. You don't need a date. You can just come have a good time, meet some people, buy some. Oh, there's going to be a lot of vendors here too. You can buy birthday presents, holiday presents, have some good food.
Hang out with celebrities.
Check out Monique.
10
Monique. Children. The girl looks 32 years old, fit. You know what I'm saying? I can say that. And none of my female friends don't be saying, what you mean? The girl fine, okay? She fine. I met her husband. You can say somebody fine without, you can look at something nice, beautiful. We look at trees and flowers. You can look at people and know they're beautiful and not lust after them. What's wrong with you? I've had ladies go buy a plane ticket. I had a 3-piece suit. She go, and my mama was with me too. She said, you looking so good. I got to upgrade you to first class. I went, I said, thank you, ma'am. That's Monique, y'all, right there.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell. You can say You can say what somebody like and
Just be respectful.
just be respectful.
Absolutely.
Bam, okay? Because where I come from, see, I'm from the South. Okay? I was born in the South. You can get yourself hurt. In fact,
in a hurry.
so often you watch these movies and it's the man hurting somebody looking at his woman. The Southern woman will hurt you looking at her man. Okay? In fact, a whole lot of sisters will hurt you looking at it. In fact, not only sisters, women, period. We better get off that subject.
Yeah, and on that bombshell, we shall say goodbye. Come on down, the Colorado Festival of Horror. Eugene is primed and ready. Monique, goddamn. And that's all I got to say. Run fast, laugh hard, and always be kind.
Oh.